Going to Alaska was super cool. Being able to help out the youth there was super cool. But honestly, I have never been so frustrated about stuff. I'm like, what is going on? I don't know. I don't even know where to start. Just like with the podcast and stuff. It just I sort of feel like I need to let it go, but at the same time, this doesn't make any sense to me because it's like just getting started. But I don't know. Like all I know is like I started this and it was good, and maybe I have learned what I need to learn from it. I had a lot of experiences, a lot of good times, and yeah, I don't know. Right now, I'm just kind of frustrated, not gonna lie. I have a lot of episodes that I want to edit, but I'm like, I don't want to edit any of these. Like, when I was in Alaska, and this is so petty. Oh, so petty. When I was in Alaska, I didn't have to think about the podcast at all. I knew episodes were dropping and it was great. Right now, my voice is kind of broken. And so I've gotten to think a lot about myself and what I put out in the world. Cause like my voice is so valuable to me. Like, if I'm not able to talk, then I'd have to talk other ways. And that's so not good because for me it's so valuable to me to be able to talk to another human being. And yeah, so it's really humbled me. So I think we'll be able to get a couple more episodes out. I should be able to do that, but right now it's just I'm so confused. And yeah, I'm not sure like what the next step is with this, and if I should even continue. Like I'd like to, but it sort of feels pointless a little bit. And it's interesting because I've reached points where it's been like this with other things. And I think the 3 year mark, almost 3 year mark, is a good time to like really assess, okay, where are we at right now? And I think there's just been a lot of comparison, and the podcast has become more bloggy than I would like. And I wanted it to be more master classy, have it be more useful for people. Hearing me talk about things I'm struggling with might be useful, but it's not. I don't know. And it's like, who am I trying to help with this podcast? I really wanted it to help a lot of people. And it's hard because it's like, I could have lived the yield lifestyle better. I think once the podcast started out, there's a lot of excitement, but then it kind of died down a little bit. So it's just humbling stuff. It's just life. One door shuts, another opens, and I'd like to keep it going, but right now it doesn't make a ton of sense for me. Like I'm just wasted as far as just brain power and stuff goes. I really am struggling right now. I'm trying to figure out where I fit in this world, and I don't know. It's just that's a hard thing to do. And it's not like I want to have everything figured out, but I'd like to be on the path that's going to help me get there. And I love, the podcast has helped me immensely, and I've met really cool people from it. But for right now, it doesn't really quite sound right in my head to like try to interview a ton of people or anything right now. It's just I need a break of some kind. I don't know. Um, because I hate stressing about this. This is not something to stress about. I stressed about it a lot during college, and there was definitely experiences and stuff I missed because of that. And obviously, there could have been a better schedule, and now we're getting to should have, could have, would have, and it's just not good. I feel like there's things I need to learn right now that people will be fine without the podcast, right? So, and ultimately, it's not my podcast anyway. I believe that God helped me start it. And just like with everything, God, if He's helping me start it, He's going to help me finish it. Right now, I'm just really confused because I was already feeling kind of overwhelmed. And now it's like, okay, start closing up shop. But I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. Like, like I know that I'm struggling with this. And I'm trying to figure this out, but that makes zero sense. Like, makes zero sense in the world. But I don't know. I kind of just have to go with my gut here. Don't have an editor. I'm tired of like trying to. Yeah, I don't know. My heart just really isn't as in it as it was in the beginning. Maybe it's because of results or because of whatever. I don't know. But for right now, it's just not really there. And I wish I was better. Obviously, we all wish we were better. I'm thankful for what the podcast has taught me. And like I said, I should be able to get episodes out. But I thought I would just make this clear that I sort of feel the tides shifting, which is so frustrating. But I know that it'll be for the best, and I trust God, you know. And when I haven't trusted God, it's never made the storms any easier to endure. No, it's actually usually like it throws me off the boat. Whatever sense of safety I had, it's like, all right, now see if you can hang on this rock for a long time. It's not a good place to be. So, I honestly feel in this weird transition period and I need to let some things go, and I'm just so frustrated about that. But I know ultimately it's going to be okay. And I will tell you that I have prayed a lot. I have, yeah, I've gone on walks where I've just really thought about, like, what am I doing, you know? And I've tried to improve my self talk recently, and that's been good. But I don't know. Maybe I'm finally willing to accept that I need to let this go, and that's a sign of growth. That's a really positive way to look at it. But it's just humbling because it just shows that everything has a time period allotted to it generally. And I think I've said that before on the podcast, but I don't know. Maybe once I have more people or I have a stronger team or something. But right now, I feel really wiped out. And I don't know if maybe if I had things more cleared up in my mind, then I would feel better and it make more sense. But right now, this is just me lolling and galligan around. And I just appreciate everybody, but I'm not quite sure. I'm gonna move forward with my life, but for now, I'll probably get a couple more episodes out, like I said before, and I'll make it more clear if I do be like, okay, this is it for now. I'm gonna take a break, but just know, like, I do love this. It's just right now and just not feeling it, not quite sure why I'm doing it, I guess, and takes a lot of effort, and I really would have liked to be in a better spot right now. And so right now I'm just kind of taking a step back, and that's kind of where I'm at. But there'll probably be more episodes cuz they have more to edit and stuff, but for now just know I'm thinking about that. The tides are shifting, and just trying to be thankful for all of it. And just figure it out. Like, it's okay. Like, it's a good thing because, like, I really believe, like, if I kept going at the same way I'm going, then things, I don't know, just maybe it wouldn't be as good as if I just sort of let go now and just said, okay, God, this was yours first, and I'm just gonna let this go for now, you know. But like I said before, I'll get a couple more episodes out because there was some I wanted to get out, but it's just that's hard. That's really hard to do. And this podcast was all about like yielding to the good in your life. And yes, I envision love demonstrating. That includes envisioning God loving you because he always does, you know? And that means he'll take and he'll ask you to do things that are really hard. I mean, Abraham was asked to give his only son, you know. He didn't actually have to do it, but he was willing to do it. And as hard as it is, and as much little sense as it makes, I'm willing to let the podcast go for a time and just take a step back. But yeah, it's not like set in stone or anything yet. Just know I'm thinking about it. And I feel like maybe my heart's ready for it. I don't know. It's there's so much there, so much there. But I've had a really good time with it, and I'm thankful. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. So maybe my example will help out somebody else who is feeling something and is not doing it. I don't know. And this is a very like I feel like there's been little pieces of this, but then today I was like, okay, okay. And that's so hard. It's so hard. Yeah. So for now I'll just leave it at that. But thank you all so much for listening, and I hope yeah, thank you for listening. That's all I can really say. And I'll see you next time. Don't forget to yield today, and it'll be a better tomorrow.